What's up guys, and welcome to episode number 125, already a quarter of a way through in this century. God, it's so crazy. There is such a big possibility of hitting 200 episodes in this series. That would be incredible, man, seriously. But yeah, episode number 125, and we start the episode off with a new scout coming in. Obviously we've got a pretty decent budget for the season, not a great one, not an amazing sort of Manchester City budget, but a pretty decent one, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to pick up some very, very, very good players from the scouting system, and we also get two new players coming through the system. After we had a couple of players retire last season. I think that was Mexes and Antonini, and isn't that just typical my luck? The centre-back is 5'6", I think it was, which is way too small to play centre-back, and the left-back is 6'5", you know, where you don't need too much height. It's just stupid, this game. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. It's just so annoying. My luck is all over the place, but yeah, we get a couple of new scouts in, which is great, and yeah, it should be really, really good this season. We're going to have some very, very good scouting system. I mean, look at that. We've got two scouts that are both 5 stars for both category, and one is 4 and 5. I mean, that is just insane, man. I mean, if we don't pick up some, you know, Felipe Marcano type youth players, I'm going to be furious, because that is a lot of money spent on those 3 scouts, and they should really pick me up some decent players. But obviously, as per usual, one is going to Italy, the country we are based in with the club. One is going to South Korea, the nation I manage in, and the other one I sent out to Argentina. I just thought, you know, maybe if I want to get a new Lionel Messi, I'll have to go to his country. But I was thinking about sending it to Mexico, the country that he's actually from, this scout. But I decided against it just because I'm not sure, really. I'm not sure whether you do get better players from sort of better quality of nations, if you know what I mean. Like, if you sent one out to Mozambique, for example, you're not going to get as good players as you would from someone like France. I don't know. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. I mean, I've got a lot better at scouting. I don't think anyone can deny that. But yeah, I'm still learning. It's a developmental process, and hopefully by FIFA 14, I'll be known on YouTube as the best scouter ever or something. I don't know. Or the best scout ever. I don't need to say scouter, do I? Anyway, I decided to give this youth goalkeeper a new contract just because I'm not sure, really. I'm looking at selling on a couple of the goalkeepers. Icardi doesn't look very good. Not sure whether to loan out Liali, and I do want a third choice goalkeeper no matter what. But obviously, Marcano, a player who I didn't have for the rest of last season. I didn't get him in on time, and decided to loan him out for this season to AC Milan, so we won't have to pay a monster transfer fee, and we can have him for a whole season. So who knows, maybe if we decide to leave at the end of next season, we can you know, take him with us and not have to worry about buying him off AC Milan. But I also went in for these 2 free agents. I know you guys keep telling me to check the free agents. Don't worry, I do check the free agents all the time. It's just I add the players to the shortlist so you can look at the attributes on the screen as well as you can see me buying the players. So yeah, don't worry, I do look at the free agents both in the summer transfer window and in January. But yeah, those 2 look like the same kind of player. I think they're both 21 years old, both from Serbia, and both called Stevanovic. So looks like for the first time this series we've got some brothers in the team. But yeah, hopefully get those in. I think this centre-back might actually be Vidic's regen. That would be awesome if it's true, because he looks absolutely superb. But I also need a new goalkeeper as well. Obviously, Emilia is going down big time, and Liali's not stepping up too well. So with that in mind, I'm going to try and sign one of the goalkeepers I was in for. But the Milan board wouldn't give us any more transfer money, which sucks because we don't have a massive budget. But it's to be expected, really. I've only been here for 6 months, but you know, I've won the Serie A and the Champions League in 6 months. Come on, give me a couple of million at least. But yeah, Frison or Frisson or Alberto. He looks pretty decent. He's 86 rated, Italian, 28 or 29, so there's still room to grow, and he's not going to cost too much money if we get him in, so that's pretty good. I do like to sign homegrown players, so I wouldn't mind signing Alberto Frison, but this is the South Korean goalkeeper I picked up. Again, pretty poor as per expected, but he's only 16. We'll try and loan him out and hope for the best, really. But yeah, the Stevanovic brothers come in, which is awesome, so Yeah, they might actually be brothers. That would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? But yeah, the Stevanovic brothers come in, and that's pretty awesome. We also get 2 transfer offers here. There's a lot of business in this episode, so yeah, you'll have to do your best to keep up. I haven't sped up any of the clips, so you should be able to see what's going on. But Mintari looks like he's on his way out. That's great. I'm trying to do my best to get the old out and the new in. So out with the old, in with the new. That's the saying, isn't it? Don't know why I didn't just say that. But yeah, Di Sigillo, I didn't want to sell him because he's my first choice right back now. And yeah, I don't mind selling what's his face, Mintari, because he's already gone really. But Hoffenheim wanted a bit more money for Friesen. Wasn't really sure about this, so I think I just declined it for the time being. I'll think about it, but for the time being, I'm not going to pick him up because that's a lot of money, and I've got other players I want to sign as well. And Emilia didn't do too badly last season. I mean, he was pretty crap in some games, but in the Champions League final at least, he was insane. He was basically the reason we won it. But yeah, Carmona, I should say, looks like he's on his way. That's fine. He hasn't got the pace to play on the wings and doesn't really offer anything. But yeah, Udinese came back in for Di Sigillo, and again, I didn't want to accept it because he is my first choice right back after all. But I did accept it, and I thought, Abate's still a good player, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I didn't really want to accept it, but even so I did. But thankfully the talks broke down. They couldn't agree on personal terms, so thankfully that happened because like I said, I didn't really want to sell him. He's my first choice right back now, and he's got a crossing stat of 90, which is insane. And Manchester United came in for Bas Dost, my Netherlands striker, 28 years old, 6'4". He's pretty decent, but I've never really got the best out of him, to be honest, so I'm perfectly fine with him going and getting a little bit of money on the transfer. But yeah, there's a lot of deals in this episode, so try and keep up. But yeah, this guy, another free agent, a Bulgarian striker, hopefully sign him. Also decided to ask Tottenham about Hugo Lloris, because obviously he is 90 rated, one of the best in the game right now. And AVB only wanted 16.5 million, which is not a bad deal at all, really, is it? But like I said, I don't really have a big budget, so I don't really want to spend that much money on a goalkeeper who's already 30. I know goalkeepers don't go down straight away as soon as they turn 30, like a lot of the outfield players do, but I'm not really sure I want to spend that much money on them. I mean, that's my entire budget, so I'm not really sure I want to spend that much money on one goalkeeper who may only last 3 or 4 seasons and then starts to go down in terms of stats. And I hate it when players go down in terms of stats. It's just I just want to sell them on straight away, But yeah, this Bulgarian free agent we wanted to sign wanted to understand the role of the club. So we said squad rotation status, because that's all he's going to get, to be honest. And a big came in for Pelosi. He's only 27. He's 79 rated, but I don't think he's ever going to fit into my side, really. Other than a good finishing stat, he's really not good enough for anything else. So if he goes, that's perfectly fine. But AVB then said he wanted 17.5 million for Lloris, and I just... Well, I'm not going to bid that much. I know he's a great goalkeeper, guys. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, it's just way too much, really. And I just, it's one player, and I haven't got a big budget. If I had like 40 million to spend, then yes, no doubt. But Friesen looks as though he could do the job anyway, or Friesen. How do I pronounce that? Let me know. He looks like he could do the job anyway. He really does. But I don't mind. Either of those goalkeepers would be fine. I know Lloris has got 4 better on the ratings, but, again, Friesen looks perfectly fine, man. So we'll have to wait and see. But PSG come in for Victor Ibarbo, our main striker. He's got some very, very good stats. He's very quick. But to be honest, if I can get £30.5 million for him, no doubt I'm definitely going to take that. So I counter-offered and thought I'd see what they say. But I also wanted a new left-back as well. Obviously, as you guys would have been able to tell over the past couple of episodes, I absolutely hate Didac, man. He's so annoying. So I wanted to sign a new left back, and I offered PSV, I think it was 2.5 million plus Didac, and hoped they'd accept it, because Willems, of course, does have that giant throw-in trait, which I love, and he is obviously a very decent player. Anyway, but yeah, Spurs wanted £17.5 million for Lloris, whereas Hoffenheim accepted a £16 million bid for Friesen. So it was really a case of, do I spend £1.5 million more for a goalkeeper that is older, but better in terms of stats. But I decided to go for Friesen. I mean, he's Italian as well, which is a big thing for me, because I do like to have as many homegrown players in the side as possible. It keeps with the realism of the series, you know. And to be honest, he looks fine. I mean, he looks fine, and we've got to save every penny here at Milan. This is a developmental process, and we've got to save every single penny. But of course, I should have checked this one first. PSG accepted the £30.5 million bid we made. We countered for Ibarbo, and looks like he's on his way to France. But a bid came in for Kevin Constant as well, and again, no use for him whatsoever. 30 years old, and I've got enough quality central midfielders. So he looks like he's on his way. But of course, if he does go, we're going to need a new striker. Insigne is an absolute animal on this game, and he's got that special something little thing above his head, which is I know, which is very good. And Traore as well, he's a giant, so we'll see what happens with both clubs. But Napoli said they were not going to let Insigne go whatsoever, and I was like, I do not care what you say, I am still going to transfer in for him, because if Ibarbo goes, we are going to need another player. And obviously, you know, Insigne's a monster, and I'd love to get him at Milan. I think it was 17.5 a bid for Insigne, and I hope that Napoli would accept it. But Anzi and Gus Hiddink said he wanted £20 million for Lucina Traore, and I of course said no way, we cannot afford that. But we've got the first pre-season friendly in this episode. It's against Wigan at the San Siro. Should have been a routine victory really, but it was a very difficult game. Couldn't break Wigan down at all until the 90th minute. We got a corner and Akabi headed home, so a good start to the pre-season. It's a win, but it was very lucky. Akabi, the captain, saved our blushes. But as always guys, a big thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you could leave a like, that would be awesome. It really helps my channel out and is always much appreciated. But as always guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.